Yeah, how's it going, mate? I'm Obsidian Tenon. Sorry for the background noise, my 3D printer's going off while I record this video, but do you remember the Cyberdeck? Yeah, that big chunky brick thing that passed off as a computer. Yeah, well, about maybe 2 weeks after I posted that video, which was now a year ago, funnily enough, I tore the thing apart and took the parts out because it's just, it was a horrendous case. In fact, here's what's left of the case. One half with the OLED screen still glued in. Yeah, junk. Anyway, I couldn't leave the, $200 worth of parts just sitting around because I had no other use for them. So I went back a year later and just redesigned the case to give it a, make it more convenient and make it look somewhat good. So here it is, and we'll get a close-up shot and I'll show you what I did with it. By the way, I didn't record myself making this case because I didn't know if it was actually going to work. Now that it does work, I'm a bit sad that I didn't record it, but whatever. So I shall start by turning the thing on. So I've got this little button thing. It's a last-minute add-on where you can just press the buttons in on the Pi Sugar battery pack that I talked about in the last Cyberdeck video. So you press that once and you press it again, you hold it until the lights go on, and now everything's on. It's good you can see the lights through the case. It means I didn't have to add holes or fiber optic things or anything. There's your screen and also the keyboard. Switch that on. I built the keyboard into the case. It took a fair bit of trial and error. There's like 5 test prints of me trying to get the fitting of the keys right, but once I got that, I think this is a far better look than having just a curved shell around the curved case of the keyboard. I've got a fan on the outside because that's a cyberpunk looking aesthetic right there. And this isn't actually as slow as I thought it was going to be. It's quite, it's slow. If you had an average, consumer use this, you'd probably be like, oh, this thing sucks. But it's actually not too bad. It's quite manageably fast, actually. Yep, we're in now, and I can open up Firefox. So, yeah, now I'll just give you a walkthrough of the actual case itself, because there are some design features I want to show, so just give me one sec. Alright, so we'll start on this side. So as you can see, I custom did the panel for the keyboard. It came out okay, except there's a bit of bad print quality there, but I don't really look at that enough to care. Also, about the print quality, this is not one 3D printed piece. This is actually a bunch of panels, 3D printed panels glued together. So this is a panel, this is a panel, and they're super glued at right angles. So that basically means you could make this exact same case without a 3D printer. You could do it with sheets of ABS or something. These are 2mm thick panels. They're just PLA, but you could definitely do this without a 3D printer if you gave it enough time. But yeah, it lets me put some primer on and sand down to a really smooth surface, so this doesn't really feel like it's 3D printed. Moving over to this side, you'll see that one of these vent slots is actually longer than the other. That's on purpose because this slot perfectly fits, actually I can get one right now, it perfectly fits one of these camera cables, these flat camera cables, and it goes in, and this is actually, let me get it in, yep, and this goes into the, this is in line with the camera port on the Raspberry Pi 4, so that can just go in if I want to add a camera. Not sure why I would, but it's there if I need to. And we'll come to the side of the Cyberdeck here. You see this is the panel I put the least effort into. It was the last one. You see there's a gap there, and it's just, I kind of gave up on this one. I just touched the fan. It works, but yeah, I probably could have done a little bit better on it. Oh well. Nothing much to say about the back, except for these. These are sticking out the top because that lets me keep the whole thing thin. I'm actually, okay, I'm not going to open this up because, I might not be able to get the things back in after, but I'll give you a general idea what's underneath. So this keyboard, has on the lid on the back here, it has a bunch of 3D printed pieces sticking up at right angles, and what they do is they just press on the keyboard from the back and stop it from going down, so I can actually press buttons and do stuff with that. Same goes for the keyboard, except it's got bolt holes on the back, so there's actually these recessed bolt holes, and there's a bolt in there, and same down there. That's just some bolts to hold the lid in place, and same thing for the Raspberry Pi. And the fan is using these recessed kind of things down there. You really can't, oh, you can kind of see that. That's all glued, by the way, so again, you don't need a 3D printer to do this kind of thing. And these are just the colors of my logo, yellow, orange. That's supposed to be purple. It's turned out a bit black, unfortunately. We can't do much about that, can we? But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to show you that you know, the Cyberdeck didn't completely go to waste. And I have actually used this. I take this around with me sometimes in a backpack, and it's not actually very inconvenient to use. And the keyboard being on this side is you know, it's not actually that bad. To be honest, I would have had a split keyboard and put it in the middle, but you know, this wasn't my original design in the first place. So I reckon it came out, you know, pretty okay. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, and yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.